For decades, butter has been caught in a nutritional tug-of-war. Many believed it was a heart attack on a plate. Doctors warned against its saturated fat content. The message was clear: butter was bad. This view, however, has been challenged in recent years. New research suggests that the relationship between butter and health is more complex than previously thought. Some studies even indicate that butter may not be as detrimental to our cholesterol levels as once feared. This shift in perspective has reignited the debate about butter's place in a healthy diet. Is it a dietary demon or a misunderstood staple? To answer this question, we need to delve into the science and separate fact from fiction. This essay will explore the surprising impact of butter on cholesterol, examining both sides of the argument. We'll explore the history of butter in our diets, compare it to other fats, and analyze the latest research findings. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of butter's true impact on your health. The story of butter's downfall begins in the mid-20th century. Scientists discovered a link between saturated fat intake and heart disease. Butter, rich in saturated fat, quickly became a target. Public health campaigns urged people to reduce their butter consumption. Low-fat diets became popular, and margarine, a butter substitute often made from vegetable oils, was touted as the healthier choice. This anti-fat message permeated society, shaping our dietary habits for generations. Butter became synonymous with clogged arteries and heart problems. The fear of fat, however, often overshadowed the nuances of the science. While it's true that diets high in saturated fat can negatively impact heart health, focusing solely on one nutrient can be misleading. Our bodies are complex, and our overall dietary patterns matter more than any single food. Before we delve into butter's impact on cholesterol, let's clarify what cholesterol is and why it matters. Cholesterol is a waxy substance found in our blood. Our bodies need it to build cells and produce hormones. However, there are different types of cholesterol. High-density lipoprotein, or HDL, is considered good cholesterol. It helps remove excess cholesterol from the bloodstream, protecting against heart disease. Low-density lipoprotein, or LDL, is the bad cholesterol. High levels of LDL can build up in the arteries, forming plaque that restricts blood flow and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. The relationship between dietary fat and cholesterol is complex. Saturated fat, found in foods like butter, can raise LDL cholesterol levels. However, it's not as simple as saturated fat equals bad. The type of saturated fat matters, as does the overall dietary context. The demonization of butter led to the rise of margarine as a supposedly healthier alternative. Marketed as a low-fat, heart-friendly spread, margarine quickly gained popularity. However, not all margarines are created equal. Many traditional margarines are made from partially hydrogenated oils, which contain trans fats. Trans fats are even more harmful to heart health than saturated fats, as they raise LDL cholesterol and lower HDL cholesterol. The realization that trans fats were detrimental to health led to a reformulation of many margarines. Today, many brands are now trans fat free. However, they often still rely on highly processed vegetable oils, which may have their own health implications. Butter, on the other hand, is a minimally processed food made from churned cream. While higher in saturated fat, it's naturally free of trans fats and contains other beneficial nutrients like vitamins A and K2. Section 5. Beyond the hype, decoding recent studies on butter and cholesterol. Recent research has shed new light on the relationship between butter and cholesterol. Some studies have shown that consuming moderate amounts of butter may not significantly impact LDL cholesterol levels in healthy individuals. For instance, a 2016 review of 16 controlled trials found that butter consumption had a small but not statistically significant effect on LDL cholesterol. The study also found that butter consumption did not increase the risk of heart disease. Other studies have even suggested that butter may have some positive effects on cholesterol. For example, a 2018 study found that consuming full-fat dairy products, including butter, was associated with a lower risk of metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. It's important to note that these studies are observational, meaning they cannot prove cause and effect. More research is needed to fully understand the long-term impact of butter consumption on cholesterol levels and heart health. Section 6. The importance of context. Butter in a balanced diet. The key takeaway from the latest research is that focusing solely on individual nutrients like saturated fat can be misleading. Our overall dietary patterns matter more than any single food. Consuming butter in the context of a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats is unlikely to have a detrimental impact on cholesterol levels for most people. However, if your diet is already high in saturated and trans fats, adding more butter to the mix could be problematic. It's all about balance and moderation. Instead of obsessing over specific nutrients, it's more helpful to focus on the overall quality of your diet. Choose whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible and limit your intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. Section 7. Butter's nutritional value more than just fat. While often demonized for its saturated fat content, butter also provides some nutritional benefits. It's a good source of vitamins A, E, and K2, all of which play important roles in maintaining overall health. Vitamin A is crucial for vision, immune function, and cell growth. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage, and vitamin K2 is essential for bone health and blood clotting. Butter also contains conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, a type of fatty acid that has been linked to several health benefits, including reduced inflammation, improved insulin sensitivity, and a lower risk of certain cancers. While these potential benefits are promising, it's important to remember that they are often observed with moderate butter consumption. More research is needed to determine the optimal intake of butter for maximizing these benefits without increasing the risk of negative health outcomes. Section 8. Butter and heart health, separating fact from fiction. The long-standing belief that butter clogs arteries and causes heart attacks is an oversimplification. The relationship between butter consumption and heart health is more nuanced than previously thought. While diets high in saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol, the type of saturated fat matters. Butter contains a mix of different fatty acids, some of which may actually have neutral or even beneficial effects on cholesterol levels. Moreover, butter contains other nutrients that may protect against heart disease. For example, vitamin K2 has been shown to reduce arterial calcification, a process that contributes to the hardening and narrowing of arteries. It's also important to consider the overall dietary context. Consuming butter as part of a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and other healthy fats is unlikely to have a negative impact on heart health for most people. Section 9. Choosing the right fats, a guide for consumers. With so much conflicting information about dietary fats, it can be challenging to know which ones to choose. Here's a quick guide to help you make informed decisions. Butter. Choose unsalted butter whenever possible to limit your sodium intake. Enjoy it in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Margarine. Opt for trans fat-free margarines made from healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil. Check the ingredients list carefully and avoid products that contain partially hydrogenated oils. Vegetable oils. Choose oils that are liquid at room temperature, such as olive oil, avocado oil, canola oil, and safflower oil. These oils are rich in unsaturated fats, which can help lower LDL cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease. Coconut oil. Coconut oil has gained popularity in recent years, but it's important to note that it's high in saturated fat. While some studies have suggested that coconut oil may have health benefits, more research is needed. Use it sparingly. Section 10. Moderation is key. Enjoying butter responsibly. Ultimately, the key to enjoying butter without compromising your health is moderation. Incorporating small amounts of butter into a balanced diet is unlikely to have a detrimental impact on cholesterol levels or heart health for most people. Instead of slathering it on thick, use butter strategically to enhance the flavor of your meals. Add a pat to steamed vegetables, melt some over popcorn, or use it to cook eggs or fish. Remember that butter is a source of calories, so factor it into your daily intake. If you're watching your weight, be mindful of your portion sizes. Section 11. Conclusion. Embracing a nuanced perspective on butter. The debate about butter's impact on cholesterol is complex and constantly evolving. While it's true that butter is high in saturated fat, recent research suggests that its effects on health are more nuanced than previously thought. Consuming moderate amounts of butter as part of a balanced diet is unlikely to have a significant impact on cholesterol levels or heart health for most people. In fact, butter may even provide some nutritional benefits. Instead of fearing fat, let's embrace a more balanced perspective on butter. Choose quality products, consume them in moderation, and focus on the overall quality of your diet. By doing so, you can enjoy the rich flavor and culinary versatility of butter without compromising your health.